I'm up in Liverpool, folks. And when you think of Liverpool, what are the first things that come to mind? Maybe the historic football teams here, Liverpool and Everton? Maybe the history of the dockyards? I reckon for most people it's probably going to be a tremendous music scene from Liverpool. So many famous bands from here. And of course one much more famous than any of the others, the Beatles. So I'm here on Matthew Street. Behind me here, you can see the Cavern Club. The Beatles apparently played here 274 times. Back in the early days, mostly, I guess. I think Paul McCartney played here a couple of years back, so nice to see he's still got the city at his heart. Anyway, I've come down here for something to eat, and directly across the street from the Cavern Club is the Cavern Restaurant. Now, I'm not sure if it's linked in any way other than proximity or not, but yeah, I'm hungry, and they serve a dish in here, which apparently is the thing Liverpool should be most synonymous with. Let's get inside and find out all about it, shall we? So then, folks, I have come in and been seated here. Very, very friendly greeting at the door. It's pretty cool in here. There's a lot of kind of music memorabilia around, obviously people who've been here and whatever. There's photos on the wall. You can buy Cavern Club merchandise here, so I'm assuming it's all part of the same venture. Lots of different menus here. Oh, sorry about the lighting, it's not brilliant in here. There's all sorts of red lights across the street, and not because of that. Get your minds out of the gutter, folks. So, main menu here, and it's all reasonably generic kind of stuff. You know, you've got things like wings, halloumi bites, salt and pepper chicken, calamari, and even into the main courses, there's a lot of sort of burgers, sausage and mash, a few noodly kind of things, fish and chips, that kind of thing. There is also a set menu for lunchtime, which is here. I will show you that on screen. So we've got a few starters on there, 4 starters. Mains again, things like the fish and chips, a burger, chicken burger, that kind of thing. But the one dish that Liverpool is famous for, it's called Scouse, and it's why people around here are called Scousers. A slow-cooked prime beef stew with mixed vegetables and potatoes, served with beetroot, one of my favourites, as we know, and crusty bread. And there's a little bit more information about it here on the menu. It says it's derived from a traditional sailor's stew. Its origins are hard to pin down, as versions have been consumed across Northern Europe and Scandinavia for centuries, travelling from port to port with the sailors who consumed it. Of course, Liverpool, big port city for many, many hundreds of years. There'll have been trade coming in and out of here, and so lots of sailors from all over the world. Drinks, too, are all on this little thing you can rotate around. And I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do today. I'm going to have some kind of gin and tonic. And the reason for that is I am filming this on what would have been my mum's 73rd birthday. Unfortunately, we lost her about 2.5 years ago. And she was a big gin drinker. She did like her gin. So I'm going to get myself a gin and tonic and have that in her memory. She was a huge Beatles fan as well. Not quite as much as she was Queen, admittedly. But she loved the Beatles, and she introduced me to the Beatles. I've introduced my kids to the Beatles, and they love them too. So, yeah, it just feels appropriate. So, we'll raise a glass to Mum in a minute. So, it's been a long and winding road to get up to Liverpool from Dorset, but now I'm here, and I have got my order in. And that's going to be fixing a hole in my stomach, hopefully before too long. So, what did I order? I ordered the chicken wings. 6 chicken wings, coated in a choice of sauce, buffalo hot or bourbon barbecue. I've gone with the hot one, you know me. Hopefully I won't be saying, help, help. It's something to cool me down. We shall see. Then I've gone with that Scouse. Served with beetroot and crusty bread. Yeah, that is right up my strata, that one. And then I asked about the desserts, because it says there's a cheesecake, and it's a cheesecake of the day. It's getting better, folks. A honeycomb cheesecake to finish up is coming. Ho, ho, ho. Little taste of honey in the honeycomb cheesecake. So hopefully it won't be long until my starter's here, and I'll be giving it all my loving. So we have the Lucy in the Sky drink while they're preparing the food. Let me tell you what we got in here. Tanqueray Flor de Sevilla gin, so that's an orange flavoured one. Paired with Fever Tree Indian tonic, garnished with orange slices, pomegranate and juniper. There we go. So, here's to you, Mum. Happy birthday, wherever you may be. Okay, folks, the starter has arrived. My chicken wings. They're to be coated in a crispy coating and then doused in buffalo sauce. And we got chili peppers on the top as well. All going on. I think I'm going to need the napkin for this one. In fact, I should probably roll the sleeves up a little bit, shouldn't I? So I don't get too messy. So, buffalo sauce on these wings. In fact, there's some spring onion in there too, by the looks of it. Oh, they look reasonably nice meaty wings. The sauce is good. It has a nice, got a cayenne kick to it, but it's not crazy hot. I think most people would be able to put up with this. Honestly, it is the lighting making my face go red. Not this sauce. The coating has a very kind of thin crisp to it. There's no claggy kind of coating. I can feel that sauce getting all around my chops already. The meat is coming away from the bone very nicely. So we got wings with that was sort of drum piece. We've got a flat piece here, and same again really. I don't necessarily think they're hand breading these on site. They probably just come in, but I do like them. I'm definitely going to need those wipes in a second. It's only a portion of 6 wings. They give you 2 wipes for it. They know what's going to happen, don't they? Starter done and cleared very efficiently, I tell you. I knew the waitress around. I saw her standing there. You picking up on these Beatles references I'm chucking into this review or what? We've got this lovely bowl of Scouse here. Smells amazing. The gravy's got a nice glossy sheen to it. We got the bread here, which has been warmed, and the little bowl of beetroot here on the side to go alongside it. So let's see how this will all come together. Got another one in. That is very tasty. Oh, the beef is really soft. Oh, let's have another bit of that. You can tell it's been slow cooked for hours and hours. The veggies are soft too, but not mushy. Oh. I've got to get you into my life, I tell you. There's a great big piece of potato stuck in the middle there. Wasn't sure if it was potato or a dumpling or whatever. This thing is absolutely stacked with meat. There's obviously just like stewing steak or whatever in there. But in a dish like this, that is what you want. That's where the flavour is, isn't it? Now, I don't really think it needs seasoning too much. Which is good, because it won't come out anyway by the looks of it. You can probably see it on the camera better than I can in real life. I do like a little bit of pepper to go in my beefy dishes. But I think you can easily manage without it, let me tell you. It's so tasty. Simple food is often the best, isn't it? You know, a few basic ingredients, then all you need is love, just to put it together, cook it all nicely, and make something wonderful. The gravy is really thick. You can see that here. Kind of gloopy. But you need that for a dish like this. I've done it myself at home sometimes. If you put like a beef stew in the slow cooker, and sometimes when the veggies release some of that liquid, the gravy just becomes a bit too thin and watery. Not a bit of it here. And I mean, look at that. You see the size of that piece of beef? You can see why this kind of dish would have sustained sailors back in the day. Like I say, not many ingredients, so quite easy to kind of store and make on board your ship. You can make great big blooming vats of it, feed the whole crew. And when you're out on those rough seas, in the cold, and the wind, and the rain, this is the kind of nourishment you'd need, isn't it? It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. Let's see how this potato is. So again, firm enough. That's good. Sometimes, again, in things like this, you cook it for too long, or on too high a heat even perhaps, and the veggies break down. And maybe some of the potato has broken down a little bit, which is why the sauce is thicker. But all the veggies in here just have that right consistency for a stew dish. For me, that's bang on. I'm telling you. A little bit of beetroot here. Finely diced. Very, very light pickle, if any, in fact. Just a bit of earthiness. We've got to be careful with the beetroot. We all know it stains. You don't want to be getting it here, there, and everywhere. And this was taking my mouth. What a magical mystery tour of flavour, let me tell you. It really is. Get a little bit of this bread. I mean, I think the key to this, really, would be wait till the end and use it to mop up whatever's left of the juices in this dish. But let's just dip it into a little bit of the gravy. There we go. Good crusty bread. On a cold day out on your ship, it's the spuds, it's the bread and whatever that are going to fill you. You've got the protein in there from your beef. You've got some veggies. Perfect all-round meal, isn't it? Oh, by Christ, it tastes good. Right, I'm going to polish this off. Then it's honeycomb cheesecake time. Okay, we're coming towards the end of the event here at the Cavern Restaurant. I have my dessert. This is the honeycomb cheesecake. Would a Dane like this? Don't know, about a Finn? A Swede? Not sure. But a Norwegian would. Okay, I'm stopping with the Beatles references now. I promise, that's the last one. I think. We'll see. Okay, honeycomb cheesecake. Here we go. A little bit of ice cream. There's a little bit of crumb on the plate, like some shortbread or something to keep the ice cream in place. Yeah, it's okay. You know me. I've been spoiled by the likes of Jim's cheesecakes. This is effectively just a regular shop-bought cheesecake, I believe. Not going to set the world on fire. But it's nice enough. It's nice enough. What was the other option I could have had? A brownie, I think. I'll still take a cheesecake over a brownie. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I've got to say, I've enjoyed my experience here. I really have. The staff have been super, super friendly. And while some of the food is kind of basic, yeah, the wings, I'm guessing, came out of a freezer bag and had sauce over them, but they were tasty, they were good. One cheesecake is pretty average. But that's Scouse. First time I've ever had it. Obviously, I've had things that are very, very similar. You get different variations of things all around the country, don't you? But blimey, it was good. I'd have it again. So, the Cavern Restaurant here on Matthew Street in Liverpool. What did I think about it? I think it was pretty good. Like I say, some of the things are a little bit simple, but that Scouse kind of makes up for everything, doesn't it? Enjoyed the wings. Cheesecake was so-so. The Scouse was the absolute star of the show. And I'm not going to do any more Beatles references because I'm sure you're all sick of them by now. I wonder how many you picked up, though, on the way through. Let me know in the comments down below how many you reckon there were. Even I lost count doing them, so maybe you'll have to go back and re-watch it. So, what did I pay? The Lucy in the Sky gin cocktail in memory of my dear old mum. £10.50. Said £10.95 on the little menu thing there. It was £10.50. The 3-course set menu, £27.50. Again, I don't think that's bad. When I think of a set menu, I kind of think like the main course is probably just about half or just over half of what the other 2 courses are put together. So if you kind of look at it, that the starters are like £6.5. Same for the dessert, maybe. And then what are you looking at, like 15 quid or something for the main? I think that's okay. I really do. Service charge, 10%, £3.80 on top of the £38 total. Absolutely no issue paying that here. I would have tipped that anyway. The service here, Ornella was the one who was mainly looking after me, but a couple of others came around and were chatting and, you know, checking, make sure everything's okay. Yeah, all really, really good. So in total, I've paid £41.80 for that 3-course lunch with a drink. I think that's fair. I say this could be a real tourist trap, couldn't it? Part of the Cavern kind of empire, I guess, directly across the road from the Cavern Club itself. I mean, they could really be ramping up prices and chucking out all sorts of rubbish and people would still come here, but they're not doing that. It's decent. It's decent. What am I going to score it? So I've got to take into account the fact that the wings and the cheesecake were a little on the basic side. I still think it's like a sort of 7.5, 8 out of 10. Something along those lines. Does it get Greeno's green light? Yeah, absolutely. If you're here, come in here, then get over the road, see the Cavern Club, do all that kind of touristy stuff. There's live music all day, every day in there too. I bet there's every Beatles cover you can imagine. Yeah. Great experience though. Really, really loved it. Okay, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe, ding your bell for notifications, all that good stuff. Right, where are you going to find me next? Good question. You'll have to wait and see, won't you? See you next time, folks. Bye for now.